RPD officers. We're, like I said, back. Resident Evil Director's Cut. We're gonna start up just a regular old game.
Resident Evil.
And play as our main man, Chris Redfield. We just last played as Jill Valentine, who, again, personally, I prefer um, that ending. I don't know, right? That storyline where her, Chris, and Barry make it out. I got no spoilers here, right? But Chris's way of it, it's good too. But somebody gets left out, and that person that gets left out, which you will see if you have not seen, is again one of my personal favorite sub characters in the game. Hey, you should know all of the stuff here by now, but just in terms of a playthrough, this isn't a story dive or anything like that, right? We could do those later. I just do playthroughs right now, and feign ignorance or merely bring things up when they happen in the game. So with that said, we'll do Chris Redfield. Um, Again, I don't did I say it last time? I may have. I may have said it on other playthroughs as well. Because we've done a remake playthrough of Jill, and after this Chris one, we'll do a remake playthrough of Chris. So sort of an ABBA, if you were in our order here. That we're doing. We did a remake playthrough, then we did two original playthroughs, and then we're going to do a remake playthrough. So it was Jill, and then Chris. So yeah, again, welcome back. I'm glad that we're all here. Of course, just some things to point out here in this shot. You got their badge number 738-823. There are I don't know. I wonder who did the signatures for these two characters. They they look too different. Like they look like two different people did them, right? But I wonder. I wonder if it was the voice actors, or just if it was McCamey himself. Who knows? But what I do always like, right? Because check this out. And was it planned for a sequel? I don't. I forget. I don't. I really don't know if. I mean, if you think about it, this game came out in '95. The original came out in '95, right? Directors came out '97, if I'm not mistaken. And then Resident Evil 2 came out in '98. Again, so you have a 3-year development of the game. I don't know were they if they were planning on it. The funny thing is, there's Chief Irons name right there on both right on both of their identification cards. Chief Brian Irons, who plays a prominent role in the sequel. Just little things like that. Also, too, you notice our stars members fire hollow point ammunition. Just saying. And there's your standard issue Beretta 92F. Maybe it's a 92FS. And over there, our little biohazard by Capcom, uh, like piece of paper, to fit in like a binder, like a 3-ring binder. Excellent, very excellent. Because biohazard is what Resident Evil is called in Asia, the Asian markets. Um, I wonder what's on that dog tag. I can't really tell. But then you've got case files up there in the upper right. This is just someone's desk, right? It's either Jill or Chris's desk, right? And that's what we decide, and that's where we go from. Just yeah, good times, good times. And of course, like if any, I mean, like I don't think I've ever said this too, but I always had a huge crush on Jill Valentine. That's again that's probably why I played as her. I like I don't play as Jill because I like her, uh, right? The funny thing too, real quick before we start is, it's weird. Jill I feel Jill's playthrough, her story is the canonical one, which it may be. But again, Rebecca is also part of the canon later on. I don't know. I've read, and then you read the novels by S.D. Perry too, and those are all like those are very good. And sometimes my game, you know, um, canon uh, blurs in with S.D. Perry's novelizations, and then things change too. So like because then in remake you have this whole like the whole Ashley thing, Ashley Trevor, and it's like, oh wow, so even like more new things to add in to the lore and the canon of the game. So, um, forgive me if that stuff gets a little muddy in my recollection because I don't plan these out. I don't write a script. It'd probably be a lot better if I did, but then it becomes too robotic. I'm just trying. We're just trying to cut loose here and shoot the shit, so to speak. So yeah, That's why I don't like script the playthroughs. There are other things I may script in the future, but these I just don't feel the need to. The difference here as well. We're gonna do a live commentary with Chris. Just because I'll tell you what I'm thinking to, sort of again, add a little bit of the thought process that goes into when you play as Chris. When you play as Jill, it's a little bit looser. When you play as Chris, you kind of want to think 3 steps ahead of what you're doing and what your next goal is. And again, like I haven't played Chris in a long time, so keys are going to be different. I think we get one extra key with Chris because there are doors for Jill. She has the lock pick for. There are little keys. They're going to be called something else, a small key probably. These are for the drawers and the other little locked boxes, right? That Jill just uses the lock pick for. Chris needs a key, right? Um, so yeah, Chris, you got to kind of think a little bit ahead. Jill, you could sort of, play a little haphazardly and then be like, "Oh shoot," and then have to backtrack. Chris, it's really not preferable to backtrack unless, it's you have to because it's required of you in the game. Um, so yeah, there's that nerdiness of strategy that goes into playing as Chris. And without further ado, we'll get right into it. So enjoy it, RPD faithful. Um, you see the other side of the Stars story.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
Found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why. No! Don't go! Jill, run for that house! There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Chris? Take care.
Yep, take care out there. And now, right, you know, you like if you go back out, they're still there.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
And we're forced right back in. Right? Very cool. So he hasn't absconded with Jill yet. Oh, I guess it's I don't know. I mean, come on, you know it. Like, you know that's what happens. It's not like, well, where the hell did they go? They said, and then that proves it even more. So like, you should always have been suspicious of Wesker from the get-go. Just, it's Wesker, man. Like, and didn't you see him in the opening cutscene? He looks like a dick. Come on. That's, you know, meant to be that way. Also, one quick thing. I always, like, I remember people, like, playing this with friends, myself, just thinking about Rebecca Chambers, 18 years old and a STARS member. Oh, okay. Like, how did you pull that off? Like, you know, super smart? You're like, okay, sure. Um, yeah, it's like, wow. And you're a member of STARS at that young age. All right. Oh, zombie. And so, you know, I mean, if you're crazy, you can fight him with your knife if you'd like. I, you know, personally didn't like how that went down the first time I did it, like back in the day. So I always just run back out to get the gun.
Wesker? Jill? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
Huh. It's Jill's gun. Odd that it's just lying there, isn't it? I mean, come on, you know, like, yeah, even, you know, in '95, was 10 years old in '95, and I'm playing this game. Even a 10-year-old is gonna be like, I don't know, man. I think Wesker did something to her. And I always remember, like I was searching around here, like there has to be, like I always remember this has to be a secret passage, right? I mean, I feel like a lot of people felt this way. Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, like I always felt that was a secret passage, and that's where he took her. I think, what turns out in the remake, yeah, they, other people felt that way too, and that's what they made that the thing. Here's something else, always good in the classic. And I love that. I love this, again, like, well, it's too dangerous to go outside, man. Like, we're not fucking around. We're not going back out there. You damn right, Chris, we're not. Your classic gallery room. Not that it's even, like, necessary to get the map, but you might as well. The picture of a chubby woman. I think these all have, descriptions. Picture of a steep scenery. Nothing unusual. A picture of a beautiful woman. Nothing to bother about. But this says something. A woman drawing water. Here she is. Nothing unusual. A beautiful oil painting. A picture of beautiful scenery. We're not going into the back room, into that back little storage room, because all that's back there is a zombie and an ink ribbon. And frankly, we don't need any of either of those. To hell with them. Now, the question is, do we go back and grab the ammo from Kenneth's body? And the answer is yes. Yes, we do. Kenneth is going to have 2 magazines on his ass. Because for whatever reason, Bravo team didn't want to shoot anybody, I guess. I'm not really too, like, clear on why that was. So just waiting for him to sort of do what I want him to do here. There you go, buddy. This Kenneth from Star's Bravo team now has become a mere shadow of his former self. I remember a friend asked me, back in the day when we would rent this from the local chain rental. I was like, what does that mean? It's like, dude, look, his head is severed off of his body. He is so dead, right? Like, he isn't who he was. Like, it doesn't even resemble him anymore. The poor bastard. Oh, right, there is no blood by the fireplace, right? Just an FYI, we'll see it later when we go to take the plaque, the emblem plaque down above it. And of course, the next thing you do is you go over here. Now it's time to go see Forrest. Poor Forrest. I mean, how much space do I have? I'll grab that on the way out. Other than that, uh-oh. So somebody came through here. Like, clearly injured. They're not doing so hot. Oh, man. Poor Forrest. Darn it, I'm gonna take that magazine. So the birds don't come unless you do this, and of course we're doing this. It's Forrest! He's been pecked to death by crows. Oh, bye. Oop. Hey. Ooh, actually, here's the question though. I think the birds are now like perched if we go out here. Are they? Yeah, they're perched on the ledge. Heck yeah, that's what I thought. So even if you forget to grab the ammo, or you go past the ammo and you activate Forest, and you don't want to risk it, just come back in. The crows will reset themselves, and you can go out there and just grab those two the magazine like I just did. Okay, now the next spot, the next stop. And I don't know, really haven't thought of this in a long time. Um, we go to, is that the east or the west side? We're just going to assume that up is north, right? I think that's just a good assumption. So east or west save room? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Well, we need to go to the east one because it has the chemical in it. Yep. So that's where we're past this dude. Again, if you can run past them, whether you're playing as Jill or Chris, it's preferable than to messed up there. Almost messed up there. It's preferable than, wasting ammo. With Chris, you're gonna hold on to the pistol a little bit more. I'm not gonna read the botany book. It's just about mixing herbs. We all know how to mix herbs. I don't think there is anything else in here, is there? There's like a nothing in common, nothing in common. Is it like a hidden magazine? No. I don't think they have the books yet. Oop. And he's down. 8 rounds. I was always impressed with that animation, even though, again, like, the best way to do it is always to come in here and reload. But, I knew we were at 0, and there was no threat. So you do what's fun. Oops, I forgot I was all full up. So I don't like need those ever. This I'll need soon. I can take these now. You I don't need right now. Alright. Sweet. One sec while I change this battery here. Well, alright. Now it's one save room to another. Safe room. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. You'll take that all day when he turns his back like that. That's what I want this dude to do. Yep. You know? Like, it's just so much fun when you do that. You just make them do their stupid little dance and run around them. Okay, so I'm probably gonna take both of these dudes out. Set that up for later. Does it say anything? No. I always loved the mansion too. It's just it's a hauntingly beautiful place with the music. Just by itself, it's an impressive structure that they made. Just a fun setting the developers made. I know I could probably get around all those dudes if I thought about it. I'm sure I've done that before in my day. But it's just, you know, got the ammo. The only thing that comes back here are hunters. go, our first fun time encounter.
Whoa! What is it?
What? Oh! Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You must be from the Bravo team.
Yes, I'm Rebecca. Rebecca Chambers. I'm a newcomer. I just joined the Stars Bravo team last month. Well, I'm really sorry. Are you all right?
Yes. I'm Chris Redfield from the Alpha team. Are you the only person here from the Bravo team?
Well, because the helicopter made a forced landing, I just ran into this house anyway, but I
see. There's nothing else you could have done anyway. It's good you're here.
Yes, sir. But it's strange. I serviced the helicopter recently, but something went wrong with the engine. It was such a short flight.
Oh no! I love it. It's it's great. It's always great. Whoa! So, hold up. See, and this is something I guess I forgot what. So Rebecca Chambers is not only the Bravo team medic and maybe the squad medic. She's the fucking mechanic? What? No, isn't that thing supposed to be in the motor pool? Like maybe she gave it a once over, she's saying. Or maybe she's a mechanic. I don't know. She's very, very smart for an 18-year-old. She's well versed in practicing medicine, like a general practitioner. And apparently she's also really good like a Huey mechanic. So that's hey man, fuck yeah, working signing your ass up right out of high school. There's nothing I need in here. But, good times. And again, there was a little bit of oh, you fucked up, you just sprayed this fellow Stars member in the face with some mace or whatever you just did. And Chris instantly, you must be from the Bravo team. Like you suck. Of course you're from the Bravo team. No, I'm just kidding. We love the Bravo team. But holy smokes, Rebecca, I can't see anything there, can I?
I wonder if everybody is...
If they're all dead?
I wonder if everybody is...
Well, I know, I hate to break it to you, the more than half of my team is done too. So, I don't know, baby. Vitamins and serums.
Well, what should I do now? If you go out to search for the other members, how about letting me come with you?
Oh, yeah, sweet.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I have to prepare something. Would you like to go ahead?
What must you prepare? Whoa, we're out of there. Whoop. And what does this need? Carving of armor. Excellent. And of course, this is the sword key, which Jill does not get. She has a lockpick. Check this for, Earth. Good old, is that like the brand? Or is that just like chemical to kill the weeds? And that's so then it right it changes to chemical, changes to herbicide, herbicide. This is clearly a plant of some sort. So yeah, I don't want to because it takes health away. But if you walk over, if you try to walk past it, it will attack you. I want to see if we set from here. The lid is open. Well, heck yeah. So again, if you come over here earlier than this without the herbicide, you won't be able to get past it, obviously. And you'll take damage. You keep doing it. That damn thing will kill you. I remember trying that out as a kid. Like, will it kill me? Oh, yep. Like, oh, that sucked. And again, like what sucked even more was when I first played this game, when I first got my PlayStation, right? And I first played Resident Evil, I didn't have a memory card. Like the games that I had, like, so I guess maybe I don't know. I don't know how many people know this. If you're of my generation, you will. But even some of those early PlayStation games were they had the old system where it gave, like when you completed a level, it gave you a code, right, of inputs of like D-pad inputs and A B C D or for a PlayStation triangle X square and circle, right, and it would give you those a combination of that which when you entered it in, right, let the game know where you were and what you had. I suppose it was probably all like hexadecimal type stuff, or some sort of code. But it was good because it was accurate, right? Like if you had however many grenades, you had however many grenades. This much health, this much health. So that was an old system on like the old cartridge games and things like that. And I just assumed Resident Evil would have the same system, right? Didn't look at the thing when I was renting it that, oh, you needed a memory card. So when I put that one to the test, I knew I was gonna have to restart if it killed me. So again, yeah, the fun times of having a PlayStation, the not having a memory card, right? That you had to make do. So with games like Resident Evil, yeah, you were renting this thing and you were playing it and you were beating it, because you were staying up 5, 6, 7 hours, on your first playthrough, right? Because you're exploring, you're taking your time, beating this game, and then you're like, oh, sweet, all right, cool, and then you play through it, do it again, wanted to try something different, do this, do that. So when you didn't have a memory card, you definitely played your games worth. You got your games worth out of that rental for the weekend. So now here's what you do. Unlocked it. Fantastic. I've used it. Fantastic. I gotta look. this other sword key is used. What we got down here? It's the same. Some tigers have a red eye, some have a blue one. There's a blue one for you. Of course, we'll need this hexagonal wind crest. Most certainly does. So again, like, why I just took that long way around, it's too dangerous to go back through there, in my opinion. We weren't done in here to begin with, but, you know, we did all of that. Carving of armor. Ah, well, of course. Duh. Well, there we go. Worked out, not the way I wanted to, but it's alright. Minimal setback. So really we're gonna come back here just a little later. Well, well, well. So what we will do is this. Now we will enjoy one of the best files in any of the games. There are, I mean, like, I have favorite files, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that's how much of a Resident Evil nerd I am. I have favorite files from all the games, alright? From this one, this is definitely one of the best, right? Overall, in the entire series. So, let's make sure we're all topped off. Here we go. What does that even say? 200 cartridges, 8.02 millimeter NATO, M32 cartons. Okay. Wait a second. Before we read one of the greatest things, first we'll check our weapon. Beretta, M92 FS. Yep. Automatic, loaded with 9mm bullets. Classic. Okay, again, I think I did say this in the Jill playthrough. This is a magazine, not a clip. Okay, there is a difference. Okay, what the fuck? These are not shotgun shells. Alright, cool. Those are not shotgun shells, but whatever. It's just, you know what though? Right, it doesn't matter. Whatever the case says, who gives a shit? They just threw 12 gauge in there anyway. Oh, of course it has another use. Again, you can do this with Jill, right, with that broken shotgun, but why when Barry rescues you? Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 98. At night, I played poker with Scott, the guard. Alias and Steve, the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. Or is that supposed to be Elias? That might be Elias, my bad. That night we played poker with Scott the guard, Elias and Steve the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th, 98. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. May 11th, 98. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder. Those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 98. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13th, 98. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back, and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I could sleep well tonight. May 14th, 98. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying, and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They had been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be real in trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15th, 98. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go to see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16th, 98. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th, 98. Fever gone, but itchy. Hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy Scott came. Ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. 4. Itchy. Tasty. And that is the fate of our keeper. And that's him right there. Oh, that bastard. That whore. Well, we took care of him. So now we come on over here. We go inside. And pick up Moonlight Sonata. I will. Hey, how about that? I guess we can't open it. I don't think there are. There's ink ribbon there. Anyway, we're running out of time on the recording. So part one's going to end right here. We will resume part two at exactly the same time and space here. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed thus far our Chris playthrough. We've only made one mistake in terms of our routing around the mansion, but it wasn't too bad. Other than that, we'll just sign off for now, and we'll see you next time, part two.